What's good, y'all? It's Just for Kicks 212 here, and I'm here with another discussion video. So I seen my man Nukemachinist discussion video about what shoe it was that started it all for them into sneaker collecting. You know what I mean? And I had to respond because I had a similar idea that I've been actually like I didn't know if I wanted to post it or not because I didn't know if I'd get replies or whatever. But it kind of leads into my question. So in the beginning of this video, I'm going to answer Nuke Machinist's actual discussion topic, and then I'm going to ask my own question, and hopefully you guys answer, and maybe you guys can pinpoint the question I'm gonna ask you guys. So to answer Nuke Machinist, as far as I can remember, what started getting me into collecting, but before I even get into that, the first time I realized I wanted a shoe, because you know, as a kid, you'd pick shoes because of like Spider-Man or whatever situation, whatever superhero it was on the shoe, or as a kid. So like that didn't really count to me. But I remember the first time I actually wanted a Nike shoe, or it was a Jordan shoe, and I had to be at least like 10 or I don't even know how old I was. This was back in like maybe '98. And the only reason why I remember that because that's when Jumpman, or '99 or '98, '99, whenever Jordan did the whole Jumpman series stuff, the Team Jordan stuff. And I remember whenever the Vindicates dropped, I'm 23 right now, I was born in '89. So whenever the Vindicates dropped, if y'all want to do the math, that's the first Jordan I ever got. It didn't start the collection. It didn't start me collecting, but that was the first Jordan I ever got. The first shoe that I ever, like, I went out my way and said, "Mom, I want this shoe." And she actually bought it for me. It was the Team Jordan, or I don't know, Jumpman Vindicate. It was green, white, and yellow. And I loved that shoe, man. I remember, I think it was elementary. Yeah, it had to be elementary school. I had it in elementary school, and I loved that shoe to death. Even though I didn't know anything about it, I didn't really know anything about Jordan. Like you would think, I know a lot of people saying, oh, they watched Jordan play as they were growing up. But even though I was of age to watch it, I guess, I maybe remember, you know what I mean? I would be able to remember it. But in my household, basketball wasn't a big thing. So like I'll hear about it. I'll hear, oh, Michael Jordan won another championship, and I would see commercials and stuff, but it was never. I knew he was the best basketball player, but I didn't know anything about him on the court. So I guess that that shoe started it for me. But to start my collecting was, I think 2001 is when I started collecting shoes, and that's when the royal blue and black ones dropped, and the Air Jordan 11 lows dropped. Those I had. I had the Carolina blue joints with the Carolina blue and white Air Jordan 11, and the royal blue and black Air Jordan 1, the ones that came with the hang tag with the Jumpman and stuff. And ever since then, man, I was buying Jordans left and right after that. I was asking my mom for so much money. I believe that was 6th grade that those came out, like during the summer and then until 6th grade. Because I remember the first day of 6th grade when I got into middle school. That's my first year of middle school. I was wearing the low top 11s, and there wasn't even that many people in my school with them. So people were like, "Oh, he has the 11s. Them shits is crazy." You know what I mean? And it was a good feeling, and to be like admired by your peers. And nobody knows me in the school yet, mind you. I knew a bunch of people from my neighborhood that went to the school, but there was like people who don't even know me, just like, "Hey, those are nice, da 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 da," and I was a freshman. You know what I mean? So for me as a freshman to get all that love, that actually like helped me in school going through, because I never had an issue in school, just because one, I knew everybody in the school that was from my neighborhood, and then on top of that, everybody else that didn't know me knew me as the kid who had all those shoes. You know what I mean? That I don't know. It gave me like a social status. You know what I mean? A good standing in the cool people world. So ever since then, like it was like, oh, I gotta buy every single Jordan. I have to be the coolest kid. And this is leading to my question. So, what point is it that you started buying Jordans, like you started collecting shoes? And my question is, at what point did you really become into sneakers. Like, I'm not like, at what point did you become a real sneakerhead? Because no matter what nobody says, if you're buying shoe after shoe, you're a sneakerhead, regardless if you want to call yourself that or not. I hate saying I'm a sneakerhead. I hate saying I'm a, what is a sneaker enthusiast or all that extra stuff. I hate saying that. It sounds mad corny. And then when I think of that word, I see a bunch of corny people in my mind. And it's like, there has to be another word, but there's not. So, as of for now, I guess the question is, when did you become a sneakerhead? Like, for example, me personally, I believe I became a true sneakerhead in 2009. The reason being was I just stopped buying, like for example, 2009 I stopped buying Jordans, number one. And not because I didn't like them or anything like that. I just seen the quality and like all the gimmicks and the price hikes and all these extra packs, fusions. Now you got bins, you got countdown packs. Like you see all these gimmicks and everything, and you're like, this isn't what it was about when I first started buying this stuff. Now you have people lining up for like weeks for a fucking shoe, and it's like, not because they want to wear it or they want to resell it, or if they are going to wear it, it's not even because they like it, it's because that's what's hot right now, you know what I mean? So like I could understand from 2001 when I started, if that's when the lows came out, the 11 lows and the Royal ones, but I can remember just buying any Jordan. I literally had every Jordan from 2001 to 2009, and I'm not even over-exaggerating. Like I literally, if I didn't get it, I'd get it like a week later from a kid who had it in school because I traded him something else I had or something like that. Or not trading him, but like literally bought it off him or whatever the situation. But I can honestly remember when I became a true to what I like kind of person was in 2009. I stopped buying J's and I literally started buying what I liked. Like there would be shoes that people would look at me like, what the fuck are you wearing? Like I don't even know. Shocks for in general, nigga. People hate shocks. I don't know why people hate shocks, but I started liking VC. I started looking back and I was like, oh, VC line was pretty straight. What is it? The Vicks series. Nobody liked the Vicks series. I had a few Vicks shoes, and so it was like, oh, why are you buying those shoes from the past? Why are you doing that? And it was like, it's what I like. I mean, there's a bunch of shoes people are like, if you remember, everybody was on Air Force Ones, if you remember that. Like, I had a lot of Air Force Ones. Like, I could say, like, as many Jordans as I had just as many Air Force Ones. And I wasn't really into, like, the whole Nike basketball stuff. Like, I'll pick up a Barkley here and there, or, like, something that came out, but it was never, like, I would drift into stuff I would like. It would just be like, yo, Jordan's what's hot right now, this is what's keeping me popular, and whatever, I'm gonna rock with this. These is piff, whatever. And it was like, nah, that's not how it's supposed to be. Because at 2009, like, I don't know what it was, but just seeing it, like, for example, I used to always be in House of Hoops Harlem. No matter what, House of Hoops Harlem, I would always be there. And it was like, I remember directly in my mind, I would just chill there, and I'll be chilling in the if you've ever been to House of Hoops Harlem, I'll be chilling on the court section, whatever, and I'll be talking to people, whatever the situation, and you would see that not to be racist or stereotypical, whatever the situation is, you would notice what the black kids was buying and what the Spanish kids were buying. So as soon as a black kid came into the store, they were like, yo, I need the new LeBron, or I need the new Kobe, right? It was rare when they would go to the Jordan section. Like, the only time you see the black kids in the Jordan section was on release day. You would never see them on regular day. Like, you walk in like it's a Tuesday, they'll go to the Kobe or LeBron section, or like the regular basketball section. Now, when the Spanish kids came in, mind you, they would come in and be like, yo, where's the Jordans at? And go directly to it. And I started noticing that, and as you can tell, I'm Spanish. And I not to say that I hate saying I'm Spanish, but like, it got to the point where I was like, is it really this like typical for me, for like, I guess my race or whatever the situation is, like my ethnicity, to just Jordan, that's it? Like, it was really funny when I thought about it. And not to be racist or anything again, but you notice these things. Just think about it. If you go into a sneaker store, how many times more do you see Spanish kids going straight to the, like, I don't know, whatever sneaker store you at, just think about it. Spanish kids are all buying all the Jordans. Think of all the Spanish kids you know. Are they Jordan heads? Probably, most likely. Think of all the black kids you know. Are they only Jordan heads? You know what I mean? And even if they are, there's probably more that aren't. than there are. You know what I mean? At this point, people are like picking in the variety, especially in 2012. You see a lot of people going for a lot of different things, and it's I like it like that because you know what I mean. It's more diverse. Like for example, when you go to a sneaker show, you can't tell me you don't get sick of seeing fucking 10 tables worth of Jordans and one table worth of like everything else. You know what I mean? Like a variety. And that's what I hate about sneaker shows. Like I always go to Dunk Exchange, for example, and I give out flyers myself personally, no charge, nothing. I do it for just the only reason why I do it, give out flyers and give out my help, is because one, I know the actual promoter, and she's cool people, nigga. That's love. She gets anything she would want from me. I would help her out. And two, I want as many people to go, just because if you think about it like this, let's say there's 100 people, right, and 90% of them, let's say 90 people. 90% are going to bring Jordans, you know what I mean, to trade or sell or whatever. And the other 10 are the ones that are going to have the other stuff, like a Reebok or like a LeBron or I don't know, anything, an Adidas. And that percentage is so low. So if I can get an extra 100 people to come, 200 people, now I got 20 people to come, you know what I mean, instead of the 10 from the 100, you know what I mean? So 200 people come, and now I have 20 people to like go around to their tables. Because people who know me, I don't do Jordans anymore ever since 2009. So, again, my question to you guys is, when did you become, I don't know how to say it, cool with yourself, you know what I mean? Cool with your opinion and your picks. Like, when did you were like, yeah, this is what I like? Not saying I don't like Jordans. Like, I love how they look, but it just got to the point where it's like, nigga, this isn't how it should be. You know what I mean? So it's like, when did you like realize you were a real sneakerhead? If that makes sense. I don't know if you'll understand the question. If you can't answer it, it's cool, because it's a difficult question to ask yourself. Maybe you've always been a true to yourself kind of person, but when have you been exactly true to yourself and as a sneakerhead? Like, oh, I'm gonna buy this and that. Not, oh, the new ones is coming out, and oh, what's coming out next week after that? The fours. Or like, for example, I got on my, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but on my calendar right there, I got on the 7th, it was a What the Kobe's Olympic pack. Obviously, I like those two. Another thing that dropped that day were the Olympic sixes. I don't have that on my calendar. You know what I mean? So it's like things I put on my calendar are things I'm kind of interested in. So like, I got What the Kobe's, I got the Olympic pack, I got the Air Max Pillars on the 14th. On the 15th are the Puss Heads and the House of Hoops Volt pack. I got the 21st scoring titles, and then you got Dunk Exchange Miami, and then 22nd you got Dunk Exchange Orlando, and 28th is Soul Fest Orlando. Like these, whenever I put stuff down on the calendar, is because I'm interested in it, and I can see if I can get it. If I can't, it's whatever. It's whatever. But when did you become true to yourself, and you became a sneakerhead? For me, it was 2009, and I explained why. Hopefully, you guys can explain as well. And again, for Nukemachinist, it was 2001 with the Air Jordan 11 Low, Carolina Blue and White, and the Air Jordan 1 Royal and Black pair. That's when I started collecting. So thank you for checking me out. Just for Kicks 2 and 2. Hopefully this isn't too long, even though it was kind of long, but I talk a lot. My fault, y'all. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them down. Please discuss below, or even make a discussion video of your own, and I'll be sure to reply in any way possible. Shout out to my boy ZayaX0712. That whole Red Devil video was a lot crazier than I thought it would be. For you guys who haven't checked it out, go check it out on his page. Excuse me, I'll leave the link down below. Me personally, I knew she shot his own scenes, but we didn't see the whole video. Me and Damn Erica, shout out to Damn Erica as well. I'll leave her link below. But me and her didn't know all the scenes he did. All we knew were the actual scenes where we were in. So we didn't know everything else he got going on. So when we seen it personally, it was mind-blowing. Like, I haven't done a video just because I seen that video. And when I seen it, it's like, when I was filming videos, like, come on, son, I can't beat this. But check him out. Check him out, ZayaX0712. Check out Erica, Damn Erica. And thank you for checking me out. Hope you discuss. Let's hear what you guys got.